Cressida, I'm sorry, Natalie.
No, that's fine. I respond to that too. Still, like 6 months later, my head will still turn if you call me Cressida.
Speaking of her being smart and tough and how she can use the media for propaganda and stuff, she knows all of that. I also follow you on Twitter. Are you thinking of all of that when you're doing your own social posts? Like, wow, the power
I don't
of
tweet.
media. Wait, I have
don't.
some.
No, I don't tweet.
But it says it's the official Natalie.
Well, they're lying. And why haven't we closed it down?
Please, could you get on that?
Could you please get on that, Mr. Publicist?
As long as you know.
I try and keep my social media footprint to a minimum, but that's just a personal choice. I mean, that's one of the messages of this movie is that how social media and massaging of imagery can be used for the good and for the bad. I mean, it's like a whole interesting philosophical question about us questioning images that we are given on a daily basis. And who's more open and authoritative to talk about that than the adolescent audience demographic?
Yes, you're right. Everyone's going to be asking you about your hair, but I really want to talk to you about that tattoo. So people put tattoos on them because they mean something to them. What do you think that tattoo means to Cressida?
Well, Cressida comes from the capital, and we all know how stylized the capital is from the previous 2 movies. So I think it speaks of a previous existence.
Okay.
She's, she's a rebel. She's quite a defiant young woman. She's a professional, and she's joined the political cause to throw over snow. So, there's something dark back there. I think as a camera crew, we all talked about it. Evan Ross and myself, Wes Chatham and Eldon Henson, we were like, as the newbies, we were like, why are we here? Why do we think our characters are here? And, I think we'd all decided that, whatever past we all had in the capital, that there had been repression or violence or tragedy within our families that made us want to overthrow this horrible government,
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Capitol, I mean, what do you think her fashion was in the Capitol, since everybody was crazy out there? Do you think she was the big bow? Do you think she was
I don't think she was the big... You look at her and you think she couldn't have been the big bow.
I can't see her doing any of that. That's why I'm wondering.
Well, maybe she was more like Senna. Maybe she was he's got a very punky rock thing going on.
Totally.
I think maybe she came from that more sort of... that kind of vibe. Maybe there was a lot of leather involved.
Is that you saying that?
No,
Do you like leather?
It's hard for people to get me in leather trousers for photo shoots. I'm not riding a motorcycle. Why should I be wearing this attire? But leather is not a Natalie Dormer thing. No.
Okay, but do you have tattoos, you personally?
I have one tattoo that comes from is a quotation from a famous novel from the 60s by Frank Herbert called Dune. So
Dune? Who doesn't know Dune?
Yeah,
Come on,
so yes. I have one tattoo that is from a quotation from the Litany Against Fear. So that, it kind of actually, all the themes of that book actually work very well with all the themes of Mockingjay.
They really do. They're parallels. A lot is so parallel with it. I think that's why it's so successful. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.